Good morning. Today we're here at Kroger. We're going to check out some of the shortages. Now this is more of a local family Kroger. It's on the bus line. Kind of wanted to check this out, make sure they're getting stuff in. We're just going to go in, look around, not do our usual Kroger trip today. Just kind of see what's going on, check things out. Let's get to it. This Kroger's is a lot smaller than the other Krogers we go to. Just wanted to get a good first look at the produce here. This is the organic produce. Looks like they're pretty low on tomatoes. I do have some over here. Not going to go too much over the sales today. We will do that later in the week when they start their sales for the week. Now, one thing I have mentioned about in the stores, people are buying up a lot more organic because the prices aren't that much more than what the regular prices are for fruits and vegetables right now. So we're seeing more of a hit on these kind of things. I'll never pay $1.99 for a pepper though. We do see that they have had some sales for $1 a pepper at some places. As we can see here, they do still have plenty of the peppers on sale for $1.25 this week. 4 for $5, but all you need is your Kroger card, $1.25 a piece. They are out of the green ones. They do look fairly low on berries, but you know, we don't usually come to this Kroger anymore. It's a much smaller Kroger. They don't get as much as some of the other Krogers around here. And they still got the green and red grapes, $1.99 a pound. Those are usually, they're up to $2.79 a pound. You do always have to check Kroger for the digital deals. People are buying these things up anymore because it's getting pretty expensive otherwise. $1.19 for the Kroger's apple juice. They don't have many here, as we see they're all pulled to the front, but a lot of Doritos missing because those have gone up to $3.99 a bag regularly. But, you know, plenty of goldfish. So a lot of people were asking me to check the breads, particularly wheat bread. Now, you know, with everything going on, I don't expect we're going to see a lot from the issues for a while. As far as wheat goes, we do know that it has been an issue, though. And they do seem like they're pretty low on a lot of different breads, but not too bad. They still have plenty. So it's been a while since I've been to this Kroger. Now we've been hearing that it's been hard for a lot of places to get in ingredients for like bakery items and stuff. They still have a pretty good amount, but one thing I did notice is that they've taken a huge chunk of places where they had stuff out of the store. So they're making it more spread out. Like all the bakery used to be like in this section, but they've kind of moved it out. I don't know if they're just trying to fill in the space. I'm going to try not to go over everything like I always do on like the sales days that I talk about. They do look like they have a decent amount of spaghetti here though. And we have noticed prices going up. They started selling 2-pound boxes of the spaghetti at Kroger. So you actually save a little bit, because they're $1.34 for 1 pound or $2.49 for 2 pounds, but more importantly, they actually have some. Now, it's a lot smaller section than it is at the other 2 Krogers that we go to, but they do have some in. That's good to see. And also at Kroger, we need to look out for these sorry for the inconvenience stickers, because when you see these, that means that they may not be able to get in an order. Doesn't mean they won't, but usually this means that when they're out of it, it's going to be hard for them to get it back in. One way we can tell that they don't get as much as the other stores is you guys see the Krogers that I go to normally. This is all the soup that they have as far as Progresso and Chunky. Good to see that they still have some in. With everything going on, I kind of wanted to come here and just go over some of the stuff, because if we see something missing that has been missing for months, you know, we're going to try and focus on some of the new stuff if there's anything missing. Hopefully there's not. But obviously ramen, this is something that's been missing for a long time, hard to get in. And I will point out they did go up too, 3 for $5. Yeah, I mean, they're getting more and more expensive. So one thing I wanted to check out is canned goods. Canned goods have a long shelf life, or they should. Again, make sure you check the expiration dates. But, you know, just checking to make sure that there's still plenty in the stores here. And honestly, at first glance, looks pretty good here. It is Sunday, so obviously we're going to have a lot more picked off the shelves than normal. Just making sure they're still getting things in, checking for inconvenience stickers, because that's going to be important here in the next few weeks, that we keep an eye on that. So we will be visiting the Kroger Marketplace probably here in a few days when their next weekly sale. Kroger's weekly sale goes from Wednesday to Tuesday. So we'll be doing that here in a few days. Boy, $2.19 for Del Monte fruit. That is expensive. Not focusing too much on prices today, though. We just want to kind of look and see, make sure they're still getting enough in. Make sure they're not getting overrun. We do have, that went up. $1.59 for the Kroger fruits in the can. That's up from $1.39 not that long ago. Does look like they have sugar. I know that's been kind of an issue. People have been saying they've seen sugar kind of go out of some of their stores. They still have the Domino here. They've got their Smidge and Spoon sugar. Actually on a digital sale this week, $1.27. It's a pretty good deal. It's gone up to $2.19. That was $1.99 forever. They even have some of the Splenda that some people have asked about. We saw that this was an issue. It's been a couple months, but we are seeing that it's starting to come back in. $5 for 100 packets, though, seems a little high. They do have flour, plenty of flour. Again, this is a smaller store, so they're not going to have like an entire row of it like some Krogers do. They got the yellow cornmeal. Somebody was asking about this a while back. Actually got it back in. We have seen that the Bisquick pancake mix has kind of been going out the door in a lot of places across the country. They do have it here, $4.79. Says it makes about 60 pancakes. They got the large size here for $6.29. 60 ounces. This one's 40 ounces. Another major issue in a lot of stores around here have been spices, and we see at this Kroger it is no different. They have a lot of missing spices. They actually seem like they have more here, though, than the bigger Krogers we went to the other day. So we do see a couple inconvenience stickers, but this is per product, so that doesn't mean this whole row is not going to be coming in. That just means this particular product of this brand. So they're really good with these stickers. I like how they do this, but as you can see, it is very low. So one thing a lot of you guys have been talking about is cooking oil again. It has been an issue, not so much for us, but we've gotten a lot of comments on it. It does seem like they have plenty of the Kroger vegetable oil here. We're not picky when it comes to oils. We usually get the Kroger oil just fine. Crisco is the same price. Looks like they got plenty of that. They got the Wesson, though. That went up from $4.99 to $5.49, so a little more expensive. They have some of the gallon jugs down here, so good to see they have it in. We saw a couple months ago it was completely wiped out. We've had a lot of comments about oatmeal. Now, I will say Kroger's has a lot of their version of the quick oats, quick 1-minute oats. Not as many as the Quaker oats, but they do have them. And some of the instant oat boxes here. We do see that there's a lot of Kroger missing, which that's probably because it's a lot cheaper. We do see that the boxes of the Quaker have gone up to $3.99 here. Now that's up from $2.99 not that long ago, maybe a month. And that's why most of the Kroger's is going away here. But again, smaller store, can't carry as much. I'm sure we'll see more of this in our next video. And I'll say they do have a lot of cereal, plenty of cereal here at this Kroger, but part of that has to do with the price raises. And we'll go over that here in a second, but I wanted to show because these are a much better deal and they've actually got a good amount of bagged cereal in, but we've seen these completely get wiped out because it's a much better deal and this is what people are buying now. This never used to be this big. They only had like a few different varieties. Now they're getting more and more of this so that they can save prices or they can lower the prices. And, people are buying it because it's the best deal. But as you can see here, there are inconvenience stickers here. So Reese's might be a tough one to get in, but they do have plenty of other brands. But like I was pointing out the other day, for a regular 16.6 ounce box of Raisin Bran, $3.99, $4 for a regular box. I mean, that is expensive. Surprisingly, we see the Crunch, which is usually more expensive in every store, the same price. So usually 50 cents higher than the regular Raisin Bran, but this Kroger has it for $3.99. One thing a lot of people have been concerned about, and this is one thing I wanted to check on, was coffee. Now, I gotta say, they look pretty loaded down on coffee. Here, we saw at our other Kroger, it was very low. So it looks like the sale with this digital deal goes until March 29th. So that'd be Tuesday before their next sale. Doesn't say on here. I don't know if they probably won't have the digital deal after Tuesday. So, which will give you guys about a day to get this deal if you're watching this video on Monday. But I do have to say they are pretty well loaded on coffee here. And this is good to see because, you know, we know that with everything going on, I feel like people are going to be buying up some coffee. $7.49. Again, you guys will be seeing this video on Monday the 28th. So if you can get to Kroger tonight or tomorrow before their sale ends, looks like the regular price is going up to $10.29. So I wanted to specifically point out this Folgers. I know we have a lot of Folgers drinkers on the channel. No sale on the decaf, $10.99 pretty much all the time. But if you want to get the regular, $7.49 on sale this week. So it does look like they have plenty of hamburger. You know, we got some holes here, but, you know, got some roasts. They have the top, bottom, or eye of round roast. Buy one, get one free. $3.49 for the pork chops. When that sale is over, these are going up to $5.99 a pound. That's crazy. Also wanted to show that this is all the Tyson chicken that they have in this small container here, in this small area. Now there's been an issue with the chicken lately, so we know that it's been very low, but very low here at this store. I can see where they could be wiped out on this by tonight probably. Hopefully they're still getting it in though. Okay, so I wanted to get away from the crowd for a second so I could talk to you guys. If you want to check out all this week's sales that Kroger has going on until tomorrow, because you guys will see this on Monday, you can go back a couple videos, go to our channel, go to the videos, go down to our last Kroger visit, and you can check out all the sales there. Today was mostly just to come in and see if there's any new things missing or if people are making a run on some stuff. We want to check to make sure so that we can keep that up to date with you guys, because, you know, of the new events going on and stuff like that, we want to make sure that we keep you guys informed and all that good stuff. So not really, it's kind of in my nature to check the prices and all that stuff, so we've done a few of that today. But now we're just going to kind of walk around and look and check to see if there's any new things missing. And I know I have said that a lot today, but this is not normally the way we do things, but in light of new things going on, we just want to get this information to you as fast as we can. Going down the diaper aisle here, wanted to point out that they are pretty loaded down on diapers. I don't see any missing. There are a couple inconvenience stickers down there on Loves, but not too bad. I did want to point out that the Kroger vegetables does look a lot lower than normal for me, but again, this is a Kroger that we normally don't visit, so this could always be low. That's another thing that's kind of hard with this, but I wanted to make sure that this Kroger was getting stuff in, because this is in an area that's on the bus line, where a lot of people, if they can't drive, this is easily accessible for people to come here and get their food. So this is all of the toilet paper that they carry. It's just this one aisle here. So if this gives you an idea of how small this Kroger's is, the Kroger we go to, it would be filled on both sides here and in the middle. So looks like they're pretty good on toilet paper though. We also saw at Sam's Club yesterday that toilet paper was on the top rafters pretty much all throughout the store. So they are pretty loaded on toilet paper. If you're having trouble with that, I know some places are. Some people have mentioned it. You can check out Sam's Club. I know people seem to be half and half, Sam's Club, Costco, whichever one, I would check that out, because you definitely get better bang for your buck at those places, especially when it comes to paper products. So I will say they are very low on like fish, but we are in Lent, so I'm kind of expecting this, you know. They're like completely out of Vandecamps. Oh, okay, they have some breaded fish up there. Very low on Gorton's. I would think that our Kroger probably has a little more, but we will check. That video will probably be coming out Wednesday, because I'm going to wait for their new sales for the week so I can bring those to you. The funny thing about them not having Tyson here that I'm noticing is that this is a bigger empty space for Tyson frozen chicken than at either one of the other Krogers that I go to. They have just one cabinet because they never really get any in. And this ain't just now. This has been going on for months with the Tyson frozen chicken. They've got 2 bags of chicken nuggets. But yeah, this is nothing out of the ordinary, at least for the last few months. And we have noticed lately that Kroger's has been getting in their chicken strips which these just started coming in like maybe about a month ago. They couldn't even get their own in here. We've been seeing a lot more potato products coming in, frozen potatoes, fries, tater tots, stuff like that. They do have their frozen chicken thighs. Somebody had asked about that. We haven't seen these in a while. That's pretty interesting. $10.49. So a lot of you guys have asked about Lean Cuisine and that you haven't been able to find them. This store is no different. We've been seeing it very low all across the city. And we see the stickers now finally. They have the inconvenience stickers. They're starting to get more and more inconvenience stickers on these meals because I feel like a lot of people are buying these up fairly quickly. You know, me and Jess, we're not, we don't do a lot of microwave meals. We'll do like Stouffer's lasagna or something if Jess doesn't want to make her own or something. But I can see why a lot of people would be buying these up because they're easy to make. You just throw them in the microwave. May not be the healthiest, but it's an easy option for a lot of people. And, you know, with the prices going up and everything, this is a cheap option for a lot of different people. And, you know, for the most part, I say they got a pretty good amount here for a much smaller store. I will say Boston Market's kind of gone out the door. We always see a few, but never a lot. You know, just giving you guys kind of a wide pan view of what it looks like in here. Obviously, pot pies, stuff like that have gone out the door. They can barely get any in. $3.29 too. That's a little high for those pot pies, but people are resorting to buying the little ones. And every Kroger's usually has these completely filled to the brim. Got more inconvenience stickers here. Like I said, that's mostly what we're focusing on. Just seeing if anything looks a lot different. This is the Kroger's that I used to shop at a long time ago. But since we've moved out a lot further, I don't come to this one as much. I got some of the frozen meatballs that some people have asked about. What's funny is that these have been really hard to get in. Now, they have been getting them in for like the last month or so, but before that, we couldn't find them anywhere. Digital deal, $3.97 for the Farm Rich. We've had some comments on those. But yeah, I mean, this store looks pretty decent, and I'm not really noticing anything out of the ordinary that is missing. So if you watched my Dollar Tree video the other day, we did notice that they were, you know, because Dollar Tree's gone up to $1.25. Wasn't sure what they would be here at Kroger. They're $1.25 here too. So same price. One thing's for sure, they got plenty of bacon and breakfast items here. Got the different sausages and yeah, I mean, it looks pretty well stocked. $7 for the black label. That's a lot cheaper than we seen it the other day at Meijer. Meijer went up a little bit. But yeah, not bad. I even see more Capri Suns and Kool-Aid here than I've seen at any store. This is kind of funny. I mean, yeah, they still got the inconvenience stickers, and maybe they're starting to come in at the other Kroger's. I really don't know. It's been about a week since I've been there. But a lot of you guys have asked about this stuff, so I like to point it out when I see it. Kool-Aid has gone up though, $2.19. That's been up for a while. We went over that. That's up from $1.99, but nothing out of the ordinary there. And I will say, the juices down here look pretty good too. Looks like they have a pretty good amount. Boy, one thing I just noticed though is that this 64-ounce thing of Mott's apple juice is $3.59. That was $3.19 a few weeks ago, which was up from $2.99. Man, that is expensive. $4.49 for Welch's grape juice. I mean, I feel like that's always been a little high, like $3.99, but yeah, that's gone up. But maybe that's what's getting these products in. You know, it's like some stuff we're just going to have to pay a little bit more for. That's why we try to bring out the sales as they come so that we can try and save a little bit of money. Here's some right here. Digital sale on the Kroger cranberry juice cocktail, the light and the regular. Looks like all of them too. They got the cranberry apple, all the cranberries. All the cranberry Kroger brand. Looks like it's digital coupon for $1.69. That's a lot of juice. For this small, I did not expect them to have this much. This is awesome. You know, it feels good to come in here and be able to show something good for you guys. Hopefully things are starting to come in. We are going to see rising prices, but as long as they're getting the products in, you know, I'd rather spend a little more and be able to get the products than them not have the products to begin with. And yeah, Kroger vegetable sauce or Kroger vegetable juice has stayed the same price, $2.99. That's good to see. We've been seeing other V8 and store brand vegetable juices have gone up. Oh my goodness. $4.89? Are you kidding me? Wow. This was just $3.99 not that long ago. Man. We've gotten a lot of comments over the biscuits, the Pillsbury Grands. They're low here, but they're going to continue to be low until they start to get them all restocked regularly. We've seen them come in off of a couple trucks at a lot of different stores this week, but they're selling pretty quick because they're not getting in too much. I will say they are $2.59 now. That is up from $2.19 from just a couple months ago. But of course, now they're getting them in, and almost $3 a can now. That's a little pricey. Does look like butter has been a little bit of an issue as of late, but we saw a couple months ago where butter was getting wiped out. So I'm not too surprised to see it again, but we do have to keep our eye on it. Now there is a digital deal on the Country Crock, the large size for $3.69. That's probably why this is gone. But we are noticing other ones, and we've gotten comments across the country that butter has been low. A couple of the things that I did want to check, because we've been hearing across the city here from a couple of my friends that live across the city that milk's been very low. Does look like they have a good amount here. They never carry as much as like some of the bigger Krogers, but it did go up $2.29. That's up from $2.19 just a couple weeks ago. We did go over that in our last video though. And we've had some other comments of some other milks, a lot of different ones like almond milk and stuff like that. We did see the other day that there were a lot of refrigerated creamers at the Kroger we go to. We've gotten comments that it's been very low across the country. We've gotten comments from California, down south, that refrigerated creamers have been very low. So I wanted to check it out. It does look pretty low here, and we're seeing inconvenience stickers. So we'll have to check this again at our. We saw the other day that the other Kroger had plenty. So I don't know, maybe it's just harder to get in for them. We'll have to check that out. Okay, so I had to ask an employee. They're out of almond milk. I know somebody had asked about it. I wanted to quickly check for you. There are some other milk options. They got the Simply Organic soy milk. I do like the almond milk, but yeah, they're out of it. So I don't know. We'll have to check the other Kroger for that one. Somebody had mentioned the Lactate milk here. They do have one. There's one here. $5.99. They do have inconvenience stickers. I know this has been an issue, but I wanted to point this out because we had a long-time viewer mention this. Yeah, so we'll check the other Kroger, see if they have more. I will say one thing. They are very low on eggs. The 18-count eggs. This is what people usually buy because that's the better deal. I don't even see a price. Oh, okay, $1.59. So this hasn't changed. It was $1.48 like a month ago, but it's been $1.59 for a while. So it does seem like they have a good amount of Sargento in. I've seen it to where this has been completely wiped out. That's why I'm pointing it out. They are on sale 2 for $6. Does look like we've had a little bit of a run on Kroger cheese here. Now it's been on sale 3 for $6. This must be the shredded. Yes, shredded. Because it's weird. Usually the shredded and the sliced cheese have all been the same. The shredded cheese has gone up to $2.59, and the normal price of the sliced cheese over here is $2.29. Now that is up from $2.19 just a few weeks ago, but they are on sale 3 for $6. That's, about as good of a deal as we're going to get at Kroger. But yeah, big run on the shredded cheeses. I mean, obviously that's the better deal too, because you're getting them for $2 a piece. Okay, so one thing I wanted to point out here is that this Kroger has added something I've never seen before. I don't know how new it is, but it says, attention Kroger shoppers, items selected in this area must be purchased here. Items from outside of this area are not to be purchased at the register. And this includes like baby formula, Tide, different detergents, medicines, stuff like that. This is a huge area back here. I'm sure they've probably done this for theft or something like that. I'm not really sure. That's crazy though. I've never seen this here before. So I am back from Kroger. I gotta say, looked pretty good. Nothing really out of the ordinary. The freezer section is always low at all stores right now. Nothing surprising there. It's been like that for months. But I didn't notice really anything new. The chicken has been low in all the stores for a couple weeks because of things going on. And for the most part, it looked pretty good there at that Kroger. Looked very well stocked. Looked like they had a lot of employees. So that plus a smaller store seems like that would help in being able to keep the shelf stocked. There were a lot of holes. We saw a lot of inconvenient stickers, but we're seeing that at all the stores. So nothing too much out of the ordinary. Produce looked a little low, but it is the weekend, so that could play a big part in that too. But yeah, we will keep you guys up to date with everything, and we will be doing our weekly show the sales and all that good stuff. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. With all that being said, I am out. And always remember, the adventure is out there.